is the Fantasy Red Zone. Maybe the Dynasty dudes? Who knows, man? Just look at that chalkboard behind Jason. Today, I think we've got I went a little overboard, Jason. First time doing Dynasty Rankings for a while. And I did 60 players. And I'm confused about a couple. I'm going to rank them on the show live. Because they're old-ass dudes, but they're still productive. So, hey, when it comes to Dynasty, age and contract is very important. And we have News and Brews live show, dude. Super live. So talk to us. You can. Thank you so much. We'll respond, probably. But yeah, so I'm drinking. We're talking football. All right. News and Brews. I got some four things, Jason. The combine's going on. The Styles brothers are taking over. They're running super fast 40s. I don't know if you saw that. But anyways, before we get into everything, we need help, Jason. Blink twice if you need help. Please tell the public how they can help this show.
Yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, if you go ahead and please like and subscribe, it pushes us out to more people. We're also on the radio with the Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And we got a thank you button on all of our videos if you're feeling friendly. Back to you, Tyler.
All right, real quick. So, Giants looking to add another running back through the draft or free agency. Cam Scadaboo. I didn't even know where to rank him, Jason, because I need to know he's supposed to be ready for next year, apparently. But what I saw on the screen needs to match what I read on the whatever. And what I saw on the screen is like a lifetime foot problems. So
foot problem.
I need to see it to believe it. I'm going to wait till I see it, then I'll believe it. But hey, the Giants might not believe it either, dude. They're looking for another running back. The word on the street. Oh my God, dude. Who are they going to get? It wasn't Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier wants to go to the Raiders. Oh, they're going to draft apparently Love pretty high. That is the word on the street.
That would be pretty crazy. Him going to one of the Harbaugh brothers.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Well, that would suck for Cam Scadaboo, Jason. So, hey, you better hold your horses on.
I would. I love Cam Scadaboo, man. I want to see him shine.
So we got health, and we got some other running backs coming in. Wait to see where you rank Cam Scadaboo. Kubiak, Jason, he just got the head coaching job for the Raiders. Looking to install a running back by committee approach. You saw what he did with Seattle. I want to remember. I want to say when he was down in New Orleans with Derek Carr and they were actually kicking some ass, Alvin Kamara was a bell cow. So I'm not 100% sure about that. He loves Zach Charbonnet, especially around the goal line, Jason. So, hey, they want to keep Ashton Genty career going long after he just got killed last year. So maybe running back by committee. Again, I heard that it's going to be Tyler Algier.
Yeah, I heard that too, and I hope that does not happen. I hope Algier, I think he deserves his own starting role, his own gig.
He'd get the goal line. He'd get that Zach Charbonnet. He'd get the Zach Charbonnet role, I think.
Yeah, I wish he would get. And then I was like, leave Genty alone. Let him shine this year.
Dude, well, they need to go get Lindenbaum from the Ravens. Pay him whatever he wants. Joe Mixon, Jason, to be released. He will be 30 in July. He's not on this list.
Who?
But Woody Marks is very interesting now. I need to see what they're going to do with the draft.
Do you think the Texans are they're like sold on Woody Marks?
No, I think that they would rather have, if it was up to them, they'd have two healthy running backs or a running back by committee approach with Woody Marks probably not being the primary back, but being, the secondary back. So that's why I don't have. That's why I don't have him ranked here. I mean, they could be a player for Breece Hall, and shit like that. We'll see how that goes. They were asked Jason if they're going to trade away Stroud, and that guy was like, "I love CJ Stroud. I'm not trading him to GM." So we'll see. They're going to give it a go one more year. It sounds like DeMarcus Lawrence, Jason, is considering retiring at age of 33. He was a longtime Cowboys fan. I know you liked him.
Yep.
So, hey, if he does retire, that is a hit to the Seattle defense.
I was happy. He got his Super Bowl ring. He deserved it. Cowboys should never let him go.
Ooh. Yeah, I know, because I think he talked when he left the building, it was like, I need to go somewhere where I can win the Super Bowl. And they're like, you're going to Seattle?
Yep, made fun of him.
Yeah.
Who's laughing now?
All right, Jason, I'm going to share your screen, and it's going to be our rankings, dude. And I added some things on this, what I think is important. I mean, there's a lot of other important factors, but just, super vague, over the top, like umbrella type of stuff. We need to know about contract and which ones alarm us, which ones we want to highlight, because they're going to play their ass off this year, maybe. But Puka Nakua's going to get paid before, and Njigba's going to get paid before. Let's just go over the columns real quick. So the first column are the players' names. It's all every position in order. Ooh, did I put this in order yet? Nope. Let's put it in order of show rank. How about that? And then first column is, or the second column is my ranking, turd rank, Big Turd Ward. Third column, Jason, Lucky Bastard, Youth World's Jason's rankings. The average of the two is the show ranks. We have their age. I highlighted everything 24 or below. And then we have the contract. What year are they under contract to? And the players that I thought were going to be getting their 5th-year option, I just put it down as that. So, Jamar Chase, he's signed through 2029. We need Joe Burrow to not retire or go to a different team for that to be successful there. So highlighting him, I highlight the contract years, Jason, that I think are gonna hey man, that's important. But it's not bad. And the contract years that I thought were bad, I highlighted in red. So Chase Brown in 2026. He needs to be on the Bengals to be successful, Jason. If he went somewhere else, I would downgrade him a ton. And so he's playing out this season, right? Without a new contract. So you're taking a risk with Chase Brown. And then George Pickens as well. So stuff like that. But we'll start at the top. Jason, Jamar Chase at the top. In our Dynasty League that was started by Jamie Craig. What's up, Sexy Mexi? I chose him. It was a random thing. I got first overall pick. I chose Jamar Chase, and I was glad that I did, even though he had a rough year because of Joe Burrow's injury.
Yeah, and that seems to be something that's happening a lot in his career, is relying on Joe Burrow and if he's actually going to play. But we know what he could do if they could just stay healthy. This guy's put up multiple 40 or 50-point games in his career, 3 of them. So yeah. He's still the dude. I mean, even with Joe Flacco last year, he still got targeted a shit ton. So, number 1 guy on that team.
So, I mean, he's going to be under contract till the time he's 30 pretty much. And we'll see where Joe Burrow is there. Hopefully they upgrade a lot of stuff. Otherwise, Joe Burrow is probably not going to be there. So, Jamar Chase, Jason, still number 1 overall, 26 years old. I mean, that's crazy that he is so young. And under contract for a long time. So I like that the best. Joe Burrow. They're not going to fire the head coach, man. It's insane. JSN, Jason, we have number 2. I actually had Puka Nacua number 2 because the same offensive coordinator, as long as Sean McVay's there. Now switching things up. But Sam Darnold could be tied to JSN for a long time, and that's good news for JSN. He's only 24 years old, and this is a contract year, but I expect him to get paid before the season starts. And he's supposed to.
He's going to make the money. He's going to get it. And they're going to have Sam Darnold there for a little while too. So that's what I like about that chemistry they've already built.
Yeah. And then Puka, Jason, the same thing. I think that you could switch Puka or JSN. Again, I would stick with if Kubiak stayed there, maybe committed long-term, I don't know, a little bit longer of a contract, I would commit to JSN over Puka Nacua. But hey, man, it's they're in the same tier pretty much. Puka Nacua has a health issue, man. The way he plays and stuff like that. Matthew Stafford is not going to be. He might be retiring after next year. Who knows? He's kind of going year to year right now. And what happens after that? So
that was my main decision to rank him a little bit lower. Was because of Matthew Stafford. How many more years does he have? You said right. He's going year by year, really.
Yeah, and Puka Nacua is just kind of a dumbass off the field this year too, which worried me about his decision making. So. Hey, man, his upside is wide receiver 1, and he's 24 years old. So, I mean, what are you going to do about that? Bijan Robinson, Jason, you started him at number 3. Show has him at number 4. I had him at number 5. Only 24 years old. One of the best running back talents to come out since Saquon Barkley. And now we have Jeremiah Love, who is supposedly on that level. According to the scouts, I still need to look diaper myself. Diaper that shit. But Bijan Robinson, man, safe bet. Now Kevin Stefanski's there. Kevin Stefanski's showed he likes bell cow running backs and knows what to do with them. So, hey, I think Bijan Robinson is the safest running back pick by far. He's going to be my number 1 overall pick in redraft leagues. But hey, we're talking dynasty here, and wide receivers last longer.
Yeah, and he's going to be on that team for a while. His contract is in 2027. That's next year. He's still in his prime. He'd be 25. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's going to be a Falcon. They're going to use the hell out of him until he breaks and crumble.
Give me a Falcon running back, right? Falcon now, Jason. And hey, Tyler Algier leaving? Oh shit! Oh shit! All the everybody in like the subreddits, the Falcon subreddits, said that Algier is gone. So hey, and then hey, I'm you know me, man. Ever since I traded for Amon-Ra St. Brown and last year surviving Ben Johnson, which was my biggest deal because of his red zone targets the year before in the 20 was insane. It was like 17. I don't remember what it was, but it was crazy. Dude, hey, Amon-Ra St. Brown came out and was dominant again without Ben Johnson. So hey, as long as Jared Goff is there, Dan Campbell's there, I believe in Amon-Ra St. Brown. So he is like, what is he? My third wide receiver off the board. And I can make an argument that he's in the same tier as Puka and a JSN. He's only 26 years old, Jason. I mean, he's 2 years older than those two.
Yeah, he's Jared Goff's guy. They have that. They got that system figured out. If you keep Jared Goff upright for the season, this guy's going to get you over 100 receptions and some touchdowns and 1,300 yards.
All right, and then we go to Jahmyr Gibbs, and I'm like, dude, I love Jahmyr Gibbs, right? I had him last year, and there was just like, he's hit and miss, and it seems like at the end of the season, he goes through streaks of just like winning you games, which is amazing, right? I mean, he always ends up in the top 3 or top 4. But if you look at some of his down games, they are down because he's not a primary running back. Now, David Montgomery is supposed to be leaving, Jason. So if that happens, Jahmyr Gibbs has a real chance to like just dominate and look at his age. That fool came out of college when he was like 20 years old. So 23 right now, under contract till 2027. And I guarantee, I mean, I would bet they're going to re-sign him, Jason. Just look at, I mean, he's going to be 25 years old. And I don't see his production falling off much. The way they use him, he should be sustained, for a long time. Jahmyr Gibbs, probably the second best running back you can take.
I mean, what else do you really want to say about that? Like, they're going to
give him
use
track
him.
record, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be the number 1 running back on that team. Hopefully, their offensive line stays well or stay healthy. They could put up points. He's receiving back. He got a lot more touches last year. David Montgomery was only on the field, I think I saw like 30% of the time, so that benefited Gibbs. But David Montgomery likely gone. I feel like he was gone last year. So just 23 years old, and this guy, he's going to be around for a while.
The 23 is what gets you, dude. And the Lions' offensive line is never going to be as good as it was the year before last. You know what I'm saying? Like, those days are over. So it's not going to be like Jahmyr Gibbs is just like insane, but he's still going to be almost insane. And CeeDee Lamb, Jason, 26 years old, same age as Justin Jefferson. He just has a good quarter. I mean, Dak Prescott is probably going to, he can play for 5, 6, 7 more years. Yeah, 5, 6 more years, maybe. The way he plays. So, hey, I like CeeDee Lamb. George Pickens is the thing there. When George Pickens is gone, CeeDee Lamb gets like 15 targets a game. Now, with George Pickens there, CeeDee Lamb fell off. But I do not expect George Pickens to stay longer than this year, Jason. I do not. So, yeah, George Pickens last year, and then CeeDee Lamb gets to be dominant again at like 28 years old in his prime.
Oh, yeah, I feel that too. With the franchise tag, I don't think they're going to keep him next year. So, CeeDee Lamb, he has a chance to, if he could play every game this year to put up some decent numbers. But with Pickens on that team, he's going to be, kind of sheltered a little bit until next year. And he's going to probably let loose again and be another like top 4 wide receiver for the next multiple years.
Malik Neighbors, Jason, I mean, you could argue, they're in the same tier. CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors. I'm going to put Justin Jefferson, even though you have Justin Jefferson way down. But Malik Neighbors, talk about 15 targets a game, man. And Jackson Dart, what he showed. So my biggest deal is I would have preferred Dayball to stay there for Malik Neighbors. Now he's gone. It's John Harbaugh, which is a great head coach. But I still need to see what happens there, man. So I think Malik Neighbors' most targeted games are probably behind him. but the talent is insane, and he's only 22 years old. You're going for upside. He's under contract for 3 years with that 5th-year option. So, I mean, he's like in the top tier of wide receivers almost. Like, I mean, there's Puka, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Jackson Smith-Njigba, and then maybe Chase by himself. But then right under that is Malik Neighbors with the potential to jump into the next year.
Yeah, it's crazy. We just got to see how healthy he's going to be this year. He's going to come off strong, or we're going to have to wait till like week 10 till he's 100%. Luckily, I think his ACL tore in about like week 6 of last year.
And hey, Jason, tight ends, wide receivers, you can argue that tight ends last longer in the league. And Brock Bowers is kind of, I mean, I was hearing from scouts that he was a little undersized. Hey, that's even better for his I'd say it's even better for lasting longer, but not really. Anyways, whatever, dude. The way he plays is pretty aggressive and physical, and he goes up for those crazy contested catches like Calvin Johnson. So maybe he's not gonna last that long. But still, Brock Bowers, Jason, huge advantage. I had to watch it last year. Even when he plays healthy, it was insane. The amount of downfield opportunities that he has is like greater than any other tight end in the league. And with I'm projecting Mendoza to be here with Bowers. I actually really love it. So I'm looking for Bowers to have a huge bounce back year and to be pretty much top 10, top 11 in Dynasty.
Yeah, having a top tight end in general year by year is a huge bonus advantage for your team. So if you got Brock Bowers, who's probably going to be good next, like, I mean, how old is Travis Kelce? Is that dude like 35 and he's been elite for the past like 10 years? Like, if you could just lock that down with Brock Bowers on your team and not have to worry about a tight end with 23 years old, Jesus Christ, dude, what are we doing here?
Yeah, and Jamie had us in a tight end premium league, so you could almost argue for Brock Bowers to be up there with CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors, and
you can be even higher in those premium leagues.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, you and I was like, I'm putting O'Marion Hampton higher than anybody else. And I mean, I didn't look at much rankings. But I think I looked maybe at like Fantasy Pros and something else. Oh, some of the gambling things. They did not have O'Marion Hampton high enough, Jason. It was insane. They were all like in the 20s and shit. I'm like, are you kidding me? So O'Marion Hampton to me, he's 22 years old. He's under contract till 2029. He's going to be in the league for the next 8 years, Jason, and he's going to have Mike McDaniels for maybe hopefully like 2 or 3 of them. And then Mike McDaniels is going to get another head coaching job opportunity, but whatever. These next 2 or 3 years, he's going to be winning people leagues. And then he's going to be paired up with Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's not going anywhere. So I think O'Marion Hampton's one of the safest bets for running backs moving into the future. I mean, you could have said that about Ashton Jeanty maybe last year. He was being drafted ahead of him. But now, man, get these tackles healthy. O'Marion Hampton to the moon, Jason.
To the moon with Mike McDaniels and a healthy line. We need to get Alt healthy. We need Slater healthy. A rookie contract for 8 years. He's going to 2029. Oh my God. What am I talking about? Forget it.
5th-year option. He's a first-round pick.
I thought it was 2021 for some reason. No, you're right. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking.
Dude. I wouldn't be turning 40 in a couple weeks.
Yeah. I mean, I like Hampton coming out of college. He's a bell cow back who will also catch the ball. He was injured last year. That was pretty much his downfall because when he came back, for the season, he was averaging 15 points per game. That was more than Ashton Jeanty was. And that was with a beat up offensive line. So if gosh dang it, dude, that line needs to stay healthy. This guy could be a championship pick.
So Jason and I are going to be fighting over O'Marion Hampton as my guy, or whatever you want to call that shit, next year. Justin Jefferson, Jason. I get it. I hate J.J. McCarthy. And then, the article came out with like Kevin O'Connell did not like J.J. McCarthy. It was all the GM's fault. They fired the fucking GM. And then they came out with the article being like, they had to take away half the playbook, dude. They couldn't throw over the middle with J.J. McCarthy. So I'm like, hey, everything I heard about and everything I've been telling you is real. All right. So Justin Jefferson with everybody else is like a top 3 wide receiver. He's 26 years old, dude. He runs routes. I would just listen to this. Oh my God, who was this quarterback on on the Colin Coward show or the Dan Patrick show. Anyways, whatever it was, him and JSN kind of are just different with the way they run their routes without losing speed, go in and out. And a lot of that shoulder placement and everything else that you can't tell which way he's breaking. So I'm just saying, dude, even when he's older, he's going to be super effective. I believe in Kevin O'Connell. I believe in the Vikings. I believe in Justin Jefferson in the long term. Even if I do not believe in J.J. McCarthy. So last year was terrible. Maybe this year too. But I'm going to rank him top 8 dynasty, dude, because of that. He's going to be a top 3 wide receiver for the next 10 years. So, not 10 years, 6 years. So give it to me.
Starting like 2 years from now.
All right. So 6 years, maybe. Okay. So 5 years after that, dude, top 3 wide receiver. Don't put me in the corner. Don't put me in the corner.
Yeah. This is just because of his quarterback. That's the only reason why. I mean, did he play much better with Carson Wentz? Sounds like they're going to have to. What draft pick did they get J.J. McCarthy?
It was like 8 or 10. Oh. No, 8 was, or was it Penix? Penix went before.
He was a top 20, right?
12? Let's see. I say maybe 12. I want to say it was top 12.
It's hard.
All I know is I wanted Penix. And look, I mean, I bet you Penix would have done better on our team, but whatever.
It's hard to bench or get rid of a quarterback when you get that high. This is just a quarterback.
As like number 9. No, that's a stupid fucking name and nickname. Let's see. He was in the first 10th overall. So there you go.
Yeah, that's tough.
Penix was 8th then. Whatever, dude.
It's tough to bench. It's tough to trade for when he's not performing. Yeah, it's just a quarterback. That's the only reason why.
If J.J. McCarthy was not the quarterback there, Jason, would you rank him top 8?
I think I would. I mean, he didn't do much better with Carson Wentz, right? So
if some piece of shit's not out there, the quarterback. Well, how would you rank him top 8?
But I think even with Carson Wentz, I would still draft him higher or place him higher.
It's just such a bad year, dude. And then, next up, Jason, Devon Achane, only 24 years old. This guy has been anything but the best running back in the league per touch since he's been in the league. It was like his stats for everything has been insane since he's been in the league. So I get it. Mike McDaniels is gone, and he's going to take a hit. But he's 24 years old. He's in a contract year. Just imagine, man. Let's just say he does well and then gets traded to somewhere else with a better I don't know, man. So I still like Devon Achane. I probably should take his contract and Mike McDaniels leaving as more of a hit. But every time I doubt Devon Achane, man, he's insane. He's insane. So I'm just going to stop doubting Devon Achane and draft him super high as a running back.
Yeah, this was tough because, this was one of my fancy beats going into next year, and I'm placing him outside the top 12 for Dynasty Rankings. I just know the last 2 years he got a lot of points from receptions, and that's because Tua was trying to get that ball out quick because if he got looked at funny, he was throwing up gang signs. You know what I'm saying? trying to climb that chain fence. And I don't know, even with a different coach, I mean, I hope he does. I hope he still gets like 90 targets next year. I just don't know without Tua.
And then Jeremiah Love, Jason, I ranked him right behind Achane. I get it. He's a super high prospect. Depending on where he goes, I might put him higher, but just throwing him out there for right now. And then Ashton Genty, they need to get Lindenbaum. They need to do exactly what the Bears did last year, Jason. And the way that Kubiak and his dad ran the ball, I mean, they need offensive linemen. They value offensive linemen. So they have Colton Miller, who's a great left tackle. If they just get a center and a guard, that will change everything, man. So they need to spend the money. And then Ashton Genty will be aplenty. All right. But until then, man, I can't rank him that high. But he's 22 years old and he's a bell cow running back, even though Kubiak, whatever, Clint Kubiak just said he's not going to use him as a bell cow pretty much. But Ashton Genty, Jason, you got to rank him in the top 12, top 14-ish.
Yeah, for Dynasty, I'm just hoping. I mean, this guy's so talented. For Dynasty, you're hoping that they're going to fix that offensive line. You already know where the first overall pick is going. You hope like the next like 7 picks is nothing but offensive linemen.
Dead last in the sup rate, I think, right? It was like something like yards before contact or some shit was dead
Yeah,
last.
I got so many things marked on my phone. I can't. So I mean, okay. So look at this. The percentage of running back runs that gained 0 or lost yards last year. 26% of the time that was Las Vegas. That was the worst. Next up was Philly and Chargers at 23%. So 26% of the time, they either got no yards on the run or they were hit behind the line of scrimmage. So that just shows right there, they need to fix that offensive line. Yeah.
All right. And then
we got a chat right now that says need Ashton to get to ball out this year. Yep.
Man, I got to
Finn Huskbraum
is in the Huskbraum?
He says, I low-key made a few trades before draft season. Will love a second opinion on them.
Hell yeah, dude.
Send them on in.
I'll give you a second opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. And I've got one. Anyways, Trey McBride, dude. So we have, I like Brock Bowers. I think Brock Bowers is 23. Trey McBride's 26. Yeah. New head coach. I mean, they're all, he's a offensive court. He was an offensive guy from the McVay tree. But Drew Petzig, I kind of like there because he featured Trey McBride a lot. And now he is, oh my God, now he's with the Lions, correct?
Yes.
So, not a huge fan of that. But Trey McBride, man, I mean, he's the safest bet behind Brock Bowers. I like Brock Bowers for upside. But if you want to get a tight end, and especially tight end premium leagues, Jason, I think he's up there in the Justin Jefferson probably category, both the same age.
Yeah, he has a chance to fall if it's not going to be Brissett throwing him the ball next year.
I don't think it's going to be Kyler Murray. So as long as it's not Kyler Murray, I really don't care. If Brissett is a bonus, I think Brissett is going to be the bridge quarterback there. So you'll get that 1 year, but it's going to be new blood for the next. I mean, we're playing Dynasty, so for the next 8-9 years, I did think I've heard a lot about them getting Malik Willis. And Malik Willis, I would like to get the tight end for Malik Willis. So,
oh my God,
not bad.
I would hate that. Okay,
I think people are overvalued. Like all the sports radio guys are like, go out there and get Malik Willis. I'm like, dude,
yeah,
I've seen this story a million times.
Yep.
Ex-quarterback bust. This guy quarterback plays on some really good offensive team and is good. And then that quarterback goes to a bad offensive team and is bad.
Yep.
So it's like, I wouldn't, unless I had everything in place and I was a genius, I'd get Malik Willis. But if you're a genius, you're probably not getting Malik Willis or whatever.
All right, Tyler, we got a question here. It's from Finn Huskbraum. So he traded the 109 for Zay Flowers. Traded the 103. Oh, I just lost it. Traded the 103, 107, and Cam Ward for 109 and 101. Do you want me to put it on the board?
So that's like, so he's already drafted. These are future draft picks, and so you're thinking these are rookies that are coming in, right?
Right.
And so it was, what was it again? I'm so sorry. Zay Flowers. I mean, so Zay Flowers, real quick. I mean, he's young as shit, dude. I mean, and I want to say a lot of other people had him high. I've got Zay Flowers pretty low. You didn't have him ranked. Ooh, he has a chance to outperform what I'm doing, dude, by far. But with the new offensive coordinator and Lamar Jackson is 29 years old, I was like, dude, I don't know if Lamar Jackson's going to be much better when he's like 33. So maybe Zay Flowers is still like 4 good years, man. I think it's the offensive line. If they lose Lindenbaum and the new offensive coordinator, that's really worrying me. Zay Flowers just had his best year. I should be higher on Zay Flowers. When I was doing this, I was like, dude, why did I put Zay Flowers ahead of all the quarterbacks? If he was, he'd be like in the 30s. That's tough, dude. So Zay Flowers for what?
The 109.
I would trade Zay Flowers for the 109.
So he
Is that what he
traded the
did?
109 for Zay Flowers.
Oh man, I would probably do the opposite. But if you think about the 109 with the rookies coming in and the way that rookies have performed lately, I think that Zay Flowers is the higher floor by far. Like I said, everything I went over, I was like, dude, you got like 5 more good years with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I think I would.
I think that might be an even trade, dude. The more I think about it.
Well, then next up, so he traded the 103, 107.
I think it's an even trade. And he traded the what?
So next up, he traded the 103, 107, and Cam Ward for the 101 and 109.
Woo! Depends on what is your 101? Is it Jeremiah Love?
It's got to be Jeremiah Love.
Is it Mendoza? You know, I mean, if you believe in Mendoza, you got a quarterback. It's like Josh Allen, dude, for the next 20 years.
I'm almost thinking even Cam Ward is probably not his starting quarterback.
I do like Cam Ward, but I would trade up. I would trade it all up for the number 1 overall pick, dude, in this rookie class. I would do it just because of Love. And I know people don't like Mendoza, but I am super high on Mendoza, man. So
It's got a lot of heart. It's got a lot of heart.
I don't think that's bad. I think that you got to even trade on the first one and probably won that second one by a very narrow margin.
Take him to juvenile. Yeah. I would like.
Right, hey,
I mean, I would want Jeremiah Love for sure.
I know. That's what I'm like, dude, I would take Jeremiah Love over Mendoza for sure.
Did you see that tight end for Oregon at Kenny Sadiq? He just ran like the fastest 40 ever for a tight end.
I heard he's gonna be one of my. We did our sleeper show, and then I heard I started listening to sports radio and all the everything else, and then I started watching shit, and then I started reading like deep Reddit threads on college football for the first time. I'm going balls deep into college football now, Jason, and he is one of my favorite players because I'm from I went to Oregon State, and I like Oregon players, and yeah, dude. He's my Harold Fannin of this year, pretty much.
You're Harold Fannin.
Because, hey, I was high on Harold Fannin, man. His productivity was insane. He led the league. He led college in, like, receiving, man. Anyway, whatever. I'm going to get off my high horse, and it's very high. Rashee Rice, I want to talk about, Jason.
All right, let's talk about him.
This is a contract year. He just got accused of domestic abuse or whatever. Sports radio is like, he does not have a premier weapon. Mahomes does not have a premier weapon. We need to get him a premier. I'm like, dude, Rashee Rice is literally the number 3 wide receiver points per game last year. Year before that, I think he was like, dude, anyways, he's insane. So, Rashee Rice, are we undervaluing him? Are we factoring in his off the field shit? What are we doing with him?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. And Mahomes will be lucky if he's even starting by week 8. But then again, the Kansas City Chiefs, they actually prefer players who beat up on women.
Oh, well, hey, they cut Kareem Hunt after he kicked that chick in the elevator.
And then they brought him back. They're like, hey, are you still with what's her name? Are you still with what's her name?
The last time you kicked a woman. All right, that sounds good. 2 years? Like, all right, that's good enough.
Welcome back. Yeah, I think that's, dude. What doesn't Tyreek Hill have something too? Didn't he strangle a woman? All these strangulations. And he might go back to the Chiefs.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. He did. Yeah, he's been accused of. It's like, dude, his wife was like, "You domestic abuse me," and then she's like, "All right, I take it all back." It's like, dude, once a month. It's crazy. Drake London, Jason's only 24 years old on that Falcons team. This is a contract year. Are they gonna? If they pay him, they've got JSN right and Puka Nacua set in the market. So what do you think about Drake London? Is he going to stay there with Kevin Stefanski?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Who's going to be throwing him the ball? I am so confused right now. They're releasing.
They're like, we're cutting Kirk Cousins, and Michael Penix isn't going to play this year. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, and so are they expecting tryouts? Are we able to go try out in Atlanta?
It's like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, man.
I
I
know.
think it gets well out there.
Tyler, real quick, the guy messaged back because we were talking about his like backup quarterback. He says he's lagging at work. Since he's at work, he's lagging. But Cam Ward, it was not his quarterback. It is Jared Goff and Brock Purdy in the Superflex. Oh my God! So it's his third. And he also has Zay. It says also with Zay Flowers, he has CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors, Drake London, and Zay.
Yeah, get rid of Zay Flowers, dude. Or no. Oh, you're trading for Zay Flowers. God dang, man. You got the wide receivers on lock. So maybe you should, if I was you, I'd probably put Zay Flowers and somebody else and try to get a tight end or running back or whatever. So because you got so many good young wide receivers, it's insane.
And he's even talking about he saw London may be an even higher target share with a quarterback who may just force feed him.
Well, again, it was a tell of two stories, man. Michael Penix Jr. was insane. Like his target share was like 37%. Yeah. And then that switched over. Then Kirk Cousins came in and just targeted
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, so you are correct. I think I don't know if it gets much better than Michael Penix. That's my deal right now. Josh Allen, James Cook, whatever. He's a great running back, 26 years old. Josh Allen, Jason, I got to start going through this, man.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is our first quarterback. So when we first started last year, I was under the impression that you take quarterbacks super early. But I was like, man, Jamar Chase, you got to do it. He's 25 years old, whatever. So, yeah, now that I know more, I still would only take Josh. I would still draft all these players ahead of Josh Allen. But Josh Allen, 29, he probably has, 7, 8 more years, 6, 7, 8 more years of elite productivity. So that's what you're doing. So safe floor, but he's still, man, like he'll score you 15 points in a fantasy game. It's just his ceiling is higher than everybody else's.
See, and for the public to know, Tyler and I do talk off air, and we were actually talking about where to place Mr. Josh Allen. And the question that comes up is like he gets a lot of touchdowns via rushing, but we all know the older you get, the less rushing there is. And so that's where I got kind of like, where am I placing this guy? When does the rushing touchdown stop? Does he become a pure pocket passer? And when he does, is he elite at it? So,
I think he would. I think he'd be an elite pocket passer today, Jason. So I'm not worried about that. I do think it caps his upside because he's not going to get those 3 rushing touchdowns, in a given game.
Right.
And then, hey, our first player with a age highlight, Jason, Jonathan Taylor, and he's in a contract year. I think in redraft leagues, I'm going to be targeting Jonathan Taylor. He's going to go off. He's going to go off. All right. Now, he needs a quarterback because when they don't have a quarterback, every defense just focuses on him and it can't do anything. But 27, he's going to get one more contract, Jason. This is it. Shane Steichen. I believe in him. Give me Jonathan Taylor in redraft, but hey, 27 years old. He's dealt with some shit. He needs a good quarterback on that team. Shane Steichen might not be there, and I love Shane Steichen. So Jonathan Taylor is kind of in the 20s for me and you.
Anthony Richardson is fully healthy. They said he got his eyesight back.
The Vikings are apparently interested in him. And I swear to God, if that happens, I'll still be their fans because I love the colors.
Why is anyone interested in
him? Lad McConkey, Jason, you did not have ranked. I think you might have messed up.
No, I know what I did.
This fool is 24 years old. So Omarion Hampton and Lad McConkey are my 2 players. I'm just sending to the moon, man. It's just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. All right. So Mike McDaniels, I believe in for 2 to 3 years, and then he's going to get another head coaching job. But Lad McConkey, man, is going to be insane for the next 2 to 3 years, like league winning. So I'm putting him up super high. I probably should put I do have Chris Olave higher. I was like, man, I like Chris Olave more. But I just put him here because Jason didn't rank him. Lad McConkey, look for him to bounce back with Mike McDaniels, Jason. Then, hey,
as of right now, is Keenan Allen still on the team?
Keenan Allen is not. He's a free agent.
But, I mean, they can still bring him back, though, right? Isn't that the plan?
Who knows? Who knows?
So, if he's gone, McConkey will rise in the ranks.
Okay, because I was like, dude, man, McConkey's going to be insane with Mike McDaniels. Drake May, Jason, second quarterback off the board. He's like 23 years old, dude. You saw what he could do. He's going to have a much tougher schedule. We'll see what happens there. I have him ranked a little bit lower, but Jason has him ranked super high. So Drake May, Jason, he won you a lot of games this year because you drafted him late. So I know you've got some bias on him.
He's a running quarterback who could throw the ball really well.
He's a young Josh Allen, some would say.
I mean, there you go. And where do we got? We got an old Josh Allen going 18.
Hey, I until I see a 3 rushing touchdown game, I will not put him up there.
And I don't even think we've seen the best of Drake May yet. I think, his wide receiver core was an upgrade. I think it could even be better for Drake May. So, yeah, I don't even think we've seen his full potential. His final form.
I do want to say, since I have him highlighted in yellow for contract, Jonathan Taylor, real quick, I do think he's going to get paid this before the season starts, because before we go on to Chris Olave, he's going to get paid before the season starts as well, I do believe, after the draft. But Jason, I've got to bring 19th. That fool was insane. And Tyler Shuck's going to be in his second year of this offense. Kellen Moore, man, I love the offenses that he runs. So if they get Jeremiah Love, I think they're drafting like 7 or 8 because Kansas City's drafting 9. If they get Jeremiah Love, dude, Chris Olave and Love are going to be my top targets because of Kellen Moore. So I think that, if he does not get paid, look for him to have a huge year with extra motivation. But I think he's going to have I think he's going to have a huge year anyways. I think they're going to pay him before the season starts.
I did see that they plan on bringing in another weapon at wide receiver. And that's part of the reason why I have him where he's at. And then what's going to happen? Yeah, this is just a gamble for me because what's going to happen when you got Tyler Shook? When you got tape on Tyler Shook?
Saquon Barkley, Jason's old as shit, 29 years old, under contract till 2028. So still 3 more seasons. I guarantee he's going to score more fantasy points this year than he did last year. And I bet you his next 3 seasons are going to be better than it was last year. Sean Mannion's the offensive coordinator there. I went to college with him. Hopefully he's good. I do not understand. But whatever, man. It's going to be better than it was last year. That's all I can tell you. So Saquon Barkley, I think that it's short term, but you're getting a workhorse running back, man, like in Dynasty. You need him early. I know you don't have him ranked. Was that on purpose, Jason?
Yeah, I mean, I think when the season starts for this guy, he's going to be 30 years old. I do believe he's probably the best bet to prove me wrong. But that year, 2 years ago where he ran for 2,000 yards, he also had 7 touchdowns that were 50 plus yards. It set some record. So if he's not getting that, because it's already hard to duplicate, and if he's not getting the goal line carries, that has concern for me. And he's going to be 30 years old. But he's a stud, future Hall of Famer, dude. He has a chance to prove me wrong and be elite once again. Tyler Finn Husk Brom, he says, just to confirm, you are saying in a startup dynasty you would draft Chris Olave at pick 24.
Chris Olave. Oh, yeah. I'd pick him at 19, dude. I'm telling you. Chris Olave had one of the best rookie seasons of all time. Now he's got Kellen Moore. Tyler Shuck is not going to be. I mean, I know he ran the ball 6+ times a game. They're going to be passing the ball, man, more and more and more. Look at the division they're in. They can't stop a nosebleed, for God's sakes. So I love Chris Olave. I don't know why I'm so high on Chris Olave, but I am, Jason. I've been high on Chris Olave for 6 months.
Yeah, so, I mean, I get it. Where he was going last year in redraft leagues, I'm like, dude, this guy's a steal if he could just remain healthy. And now he's going, I think in a lot of mock drafts, he's going in the second round in redraft leagues. And I'm like, I'm not going to touch him in the second round.
It'd have to be late second round. God, I thought he'd be a value in the third round. Really?
His whole thing was in previous years was injuries, and he wasn't scoring touchdowns. This year, he was able to remain healthy, and he scored 9 touchdowns, which is almost like double.
Dude, red zone touchdowns, Jason. So
yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I do have concern though because they do like running the ball a lot in the red zone. Is that if they do get Love, are they just going to return back to running the ball the shit ton inside the red zone?
Another player I want to talk about real quick is Emeka Egbuka still averaged 8+ targets a game, even though he was god awful. Baker Mayfield obviously was not healthy. Mike Evans might be leaving, Jason. He's supposed to leave, actually. Baker Mayfield should be healthy. He's super motivated. Now he's like super motivated against Kevin Stefanski. Baker Mayfield's young and can play for a long time. So Emeka Egbuka is actually one of my biggest values, one of my biggest targets heading into next year because, dude, his target share was insane all year. Mike Evans isn't going to be there. People are kind of shitting on him. Baker Mayfield was injured, dude. So give me Emeka Egbuka. I expect a lot of the production from the first half of the season to continue on for the rest of his career, actually.
Yeah, I just if Mike Evans is gone, obviously this guy's going to have to climb up the ranks because Chris Godwin is going to miss some time too. Do we have like any idea when he'll return?
I did not look him up, Jason.
Yeah, I mean how many injuries has that guy sustained over his career? So, yeah, definitely if Mike Evans is gone, he'll have to climb the ranks. He'll probably take over that end zone target share that Mike Evans had. But as of right now, like this just kind of reminds me of the Justin Jefferson, like to get all the targets but no receptions. Like the catch rate was bad. Like they were not on the same page, Mayfield and Ibuka. Hopefully, on off season together that will work out.
Colson Loveland, Jason. I drafted him in our Dynasty League. I feel like a genius. He was one of my guys or my fantasy beasts, and he did not turn into a fantasy beast until the last quarter of the season. So didn't do too much for you. But hey, in Dynasty, I think that I would still rather have Trey McBride and whatever before him. I think that's it, right? Yeah, Trey McBride and Brock Bowers. But then it's Colson Loveland, Jason. He's 21 years old. So he's got 5 more years before he even gets to Trey McBride.
Yeah.
And he's got Ben Johnson, who doesn't look like he's going to be going anywhere for a long time. So a super safe pick. He might not, dude, Luther Burden and Rome Odunze, there's so many weapons in there. And a pass catching running backs, he might not have the upside eventually. But his floor is higher than most, and his situation is better than almost anybody. So that's why I have him ranked so high.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This guy is number 3 in Dynasty for tight ends for sure. I mean, you said he's not going anywhere. He's a Ben Johnson draft pick, and then his biggest flaw is having Caleb Williams as a quarterback. But if Caleb Williams is going to keep targeting him and giving him those receptions when it matters most, who cares, dude? This guy is great for Dynasty.
Javonte Williams, Jason, just got a new contract, 25 years old. He got injured his rookie year. He was the best runner in football for Denver his rookie year. Got injured, was god awful. They cut him. Cowboys picked him up, looked damn good, and the Cowboys looked damn good too. I mean, God, he's under contract till 2028. You got 3 years of Javonte Williams probably being a top 8 running back in the league, and he's only 25 years old, so he might even get another contract.
Yeah, he's technically in the running back prime right now. So,
dude, it's crazy.
And he has that starting role, a bell cow role, locked up for the Dallas Cowboys, who every year top 5 in points scored per game. I'm actually a little bit surprised that you have him 32nd overall.
Dude, I wanted to put him. I know, but I was like, I like Kyren more than Kyren Williams is only 25 years old. He's on the Rams. I'm like, I get Blake Horn, but I'm like, dude, Kyren Williams is 25 years old. They're all in the same tier. I fell in love with Luther Burden, who you don't even have ranked. I've got Christian McCaffrey ahead of Javonte Williams because you get what? You're going to have 3 more years of maybe Christian McCaffrey being a running back 1 overall in the league.
Damn. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's terrible to think that way, but I mean, I would think that Christian McCaffrey's probably going to finish his contract unless he busts. I'd say he tears both Achilles, but he's already almost done that. So it's like, that's where I have a problem with where do I rank Javonte Williams?
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, he was one of the hardest ones for me to rank just because of his age. I think he's also going to be 30 years old when the season starts. His running metrics were like shit last year. If he can maintain, he's just so dominant when it comes to the passing game.
They use him more than any other running back ever.
And the likelihood of that changing, he's still going to get his receptions. So receptions and goal line carries, yeah.
If he's healthy for the next 3 years, he literally is like a top bet for the number one running back. I should probably be getting Christian McCaffrey over Bijan Robinson, but I'm not.
I'm just a little afraid because he had like 450 opportunities, and that usually does not go well for running backs.
Dude, I know, but it's like, what the fuck, dude? This guy. He's got Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
So it's like, hey.
Best coach in the league.
It's just ridiculous. George Pickens, I have highlighted for his contract. So you're getting him in Dynasty. I've got him ranked pretty low. Jason has him lower. A lot of people had him ranked pretty high. I get it. He could be a top 3 wide receiver on your team, man, or in the league. But where does he go? I do not think Dallas is going to hold him on for another year. So where does he go after this? Does he go to the Jets? Play opposite of Garrett Wilson? I don't fucking know, dude. So the question marks about his future is where you have to rank him lower in Dynasty.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You know, this guy played great last year, but he's only got one more year with the Cowboys. What's going to happen after that? If he went to the Jets, this guy's not even going to be ranked.
Chase Brown, Jason, contract year this year. I mean, maybe if he balls out, unbelievable. I will be targeting him in redraft leagues if I can get him. So, Cincinnati's not going to give him a contract before the year, so he's going to be playing out this contract. I like him in redraft leagues, but for Dynasty, I don't like him because I don't think that the Bengals will pay a running back. He's going to probably have to go somewhere else, and then I don't know how he's going to do somewhere else.
Bengals are so stingy with their money.
I know. I think he needs the Bengals. I think he needs Joe Burrow. So it's a very risky pick, but man, when this guy's on, he's a top 5 running back. So it's like, where do you rank him? He's 25 years old, for God's sakes. So that's a tough one for me. I could rank him below, there's a lot of movement variance where I could rank Chase Brown.
Yeah.
Then hey, let's see. Patrick Mahomes, Jason, is under contract for the longest out of anybody here. So, safe floor, go draft Patrick Mahomes in Dynasty, dude. It doesn't matter if he's injured or what. He's playing on the Chiefs till 2031.
And Eric Bieniemy is coming back.
Yeah. Jalen Waddle's only 27, Jason. Ted McMillan, you and I both have him ranked lower than pretty much everybody else. Jalen Coker might be the number 1 wide receiver on that team. I was the Ted McMillan owner. He was one of my guys, a fantasy beast. But he was a disappointment because of Bryce Young. So give me another quarterback in there, and I will believe in Ted McMillan. Until then, Bryce Young is killing Ted McMillan.
Yeah. His number 1 flaw is his quarterback. That's really all it is.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I underranked. All right, I ranked Tyler Warren way too low, Jason. 47. That shouldn't be happening, but I'm like, dude, I'm just looking at players. I'm like, how is this happening? But I just kept on putting him lower and lower. I like Luther Bird more than him. I like Kyron Williams. I like Jayden Daniels. I like Justin Herbert. I like Jalen Hurts. It's tough. I like Harold Fannin more than King Tet. Or wait, no. Than Jalen than Tyler Warren. And I'm like, why does that not make sense? Harold Fannin was amazing, and he's 21 years old. So he's even younger than Tyler Warren. Why would I not like Harold Fannin? So Harold Fannin actually stood out to me on these rankings, Jason, because of his age.
Because he's what? How old is he? Because he's
21 years old.
Oh, Harold Fannin. Okay.
21.
I was just confused during all that.
I'm jumping around, Jason. Sorry, I've got 60 people ranked, and I've got 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you're good. The whole Tyler Warren thing, he was somebody that I drafted, and I watched a lot of his games, and the fact that for how much they were using him and the touchdowns he was scoring, even rushing touchdowns in the beginning of the year, I think they just show that how athletic this guy can be, throwing, receiving, rushing, but he's very situational. He's influenced by the situation, and if it's not Daniel Jones, it's not going to be good for him unless
Well, hey, what
somehow they
about
get.
Harold Fannin, Jason? Harold Fannin, why did you have him ranked?
Because I don't remember.
New offensive
I
coordinator.
didn't even really think about it. No, I think maybe I'm just biased on Tyler Warren a little bit.
Okay. Shedeur Sanders, Jason, is probably going to be the goddamn quarterback. And that
But
fool's going
he
to keep
threw
on
it a lot
throwing
to
to
Harold Fannin.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Quinshon Judkins, Jason, I'm pretty sure I underranked him, but I was like, Kevin Stefanski's gone, dude. Like 3 of the offensive linemen for the Browns are like free agents or something like that, or retiring.
Yeah, they're gone.
Dude. So Quinshon Judkins I ranked so low because I was like, I don't know where to rank these running backs for the Browns. So that was my thing there. But he's only 22 years old. He flashed. You should be chasing him. I think somewhere is in reality is like in the 30s or low 40s, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a good thing that those 3 linemen are leaving because it was the Raiders and the Browns who, like, yards before contact were the worst.
Yeah.
They were like in the negative. These running backs were getting hit behind the line of scrimmage. They had no chance.
They were playing injured, man. Like the Browns got all their offensive line was great, and then they all got injured, and then they tried to play through. It was just bad. And now they're all old, and they're gonna either retire or leave. So shit.
I just know this is a running back that you could get around 20 opportunities a game when healthy.
And then Garrett Wilson, Jason, I put super low. I'm like, who's going to be the quarterback, man? Like, I don't know. The Jets pissed me off so bad. I don't know what to do with Garrett Wilson. So he's only 25 years old. He's under contract through 2030, Jason. That's literally one of the best contracts on the league for Dynasty. They believe him. He's 25 years old. I mean, it's like, I don't know what to do with him. I just said the same thing twice. I don't care. So Garrett Wilson, a mystery to me.
Same. He's a Jet. I'm really starting to fade Jets, dude. Hard to trust.
I'm not. Yeah, like I'm literally not going to be drafting Garrett Wilson in anything I do. But like when you're ranking players, he's a wide receiver 1 on his team. So you got to go with something. And then let's see, Zay Flowers I have a little bit lower. He's 25 years old, but it's like, hey, new offensive coordinator. And Lamar Jackson, I think, is going to fall off a cliff in like 3 or 4 years. So I don't know what's going to happen after that. I should probably rank Zay Flowers higher as well. Breece Hall is a free agent, Jason, and only 24 years old. Did you know that?
Yeah, and he's probably going to go back to the Jets from what I'm reading.
Dude, if he does, he's going to be dropping so low in my rankings, dude. Screw that. If he goes anywhere else, I was thinking even maybe the Saints, and then the Saints spend that high draft pick on somebody else, not Jeremiah Love. Oh, that's terrible. Okay.
Dude, Olaf is already starting to draft some underdog best ball teams.
This is when you do best ball, dude, because you get crazy values.
Yep.
But then you get screwed a lot too, because it's like, oh, the trades go through, like free agency go through. So oh my god, this guy's 5th on the depth chart.
Olaf, I needed a draft for me. They don't allow that in Washington. So
yeah, I've done best ball like almost every year, and it's like my high end players, like I hit on all the time. Like I'm like, oh yeah, dude. But the players I think are safe, I'm like, just go through a cliff. I'm like, oh my god. So best ball, I'm still my high end is good. My safe players are not. Let's see. Injuries suck. So I mean, it's mostly injuries. Whatever. I just have bad luck. Caleb Williams, Jason, 24 years old. Looks like he's gonna be a lock with Ben Johnson for a long time. Trevor Lawrence is very interesting to me with Liam Cohen, 26 years old. I think that him and Caleb are kind of in the same situation with their offensive coordinators and what they can do. And then T. Higgins, Jason, I thought was 37 years old. This fool's 27.
37? You thought he was 37?
I thought he was like on his way out of the league, dude.
With all the injuries he gets every year, he probably has a body of a 37-year-old.
Tucker Kraft is 25 years old, Jason. Tight ends last a long time. This is a contract year for him. I put it in red. If he does not come back healthy, maybe Musgrave, maybe somebody else is out there catching passes. There's a chance they trade him. So Tucker Kraft, I think is a huge gamble in Dynasty. If you believe in him, I think that you should trade for him. If you don't, trade him away. So Tucker Kraft is going to be like in a turning point in his career, dude, this year.
Yeah, he's good. He's got to be.
And then Rome Odunze, again, I put Luther Burden way up. So Rome Odunze, only 23 years old, like a top 12 draft pick, and he's being ranked below Luther Burden. Who would you rather have, Jason? Luther Burden or Rome Odunze?
Luther Burden. I definitely have Luther Burden.
All right, so it's like, so then in Dynasty, man, you don't want to be taking wide receiver 2s that high. So you gotta rank him a little bit lower than that. And then Bucky Irving, Jason, 23 years old. He's entering his 3rd year. You keep on scaring the shit out of me with him and his red zone touches.
Dude, same. I don't have him ranked at all because I'm like, where am I going to put this guy? He's not getting the red zone touches. No goal line opportunities. That sucks for a running back one that you're going to have on your team. So it's just they're putting in other running backs to vulture the touchdowns from Bucky Irving. And you know that. We know that because we saw that.
And you know this, man. Hey, it's Friday. You got nothing to do. Jameson Williams, Jason, only 24. Marvin Harrison Jr., only 23. These guys are the number 2 targets on their team, the number 2 options, pretty much, behind Trey McBride, behind Amon-Ra. They're kind of very similar players to me. I've got them ranked back to back. Who'd you rather invest in, Jameson Williams or Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Dude, I guess I forgot to go by the player's profile and their
probably Harrison Jr. with the new coach, right?
Yeah, and it just sucks because we know Jameson Williams can score from anywhere on the field to make it look easy because of his speed. Doesn't get as much volume as Marvin Harrison, but it's just Harrison needs to be good. He needs to be good. He should be good.
Needs to be good.
he should be. This guy's profile, he was one of the main topics coming out 2 years ago. Like, this guy's guaranteed going to blow up, and it's not happening. Like, what is going on? I guess I would roll the dice on him. That would eventually click this year.
Devonta Smith and Brian Thomas Jr., I don't want either. I don't even know why I ranked their ass. Brian Thomas Jr. is 23 years old, Jason. He's going to get traded probably next year. So, yeah, we'll see where he lands. If you want to gamble on Brian Thomas Jr., man, you can. I mean, he came in with an injured wrist last year and just looked timid all year long, dude. Parker Washington came in and killed it. So he needs to be traded. And if he's traded, maybe he goes off, has a great second, or maybe he's Calvin Ridley, dude, going to the Titans. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be great.
So both these players, man, need opportunities. Not great. So once you get to 60, you better have 2 good wide receivers by then.
Yeah.
All right. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, ranked 60 players, man, in Dynasty, for God's sakes. It was 61, but I had Drake May twice. So that's 60. What are you thinking, Jason?
If Canada cheated in the curling.
Oh, hell yeah. They're like this. Elliot. I got to take care of my dogs, Jason. They're being assholes. Hey, this is hopefully we earned a thumbs up. Hopefully we earned a subscription. Well, we need help, dude. MHA didn't run at the combine. Oh, yeah, I know. He didn't. Why would you, man, when you're the number 1 overall pick? They said the combine participation this year is like at 39%. Not great. So, hey, Jason, please send us out.
So we'll be back here next Friday, same time, 6 o'clock Pacific time. Hey, it's combine time. Maybe we'll show out some combine players and their stats. Tune in next week. Bring some beer, talk shop. We'll be here. I'll talk to you in that episode. Deuces.
All right, man, I got to go. Woo! I'll talk to you later.